Ah, okay. Okay, so are we ready? People are still not turning on their video, so are we ready, please?
Yeah.
Go. Come on, Gamma. Go. Mary Sean, the Mojid, Augusta, Omolola, Joseph. Please, where are we? But I'm not seeing you. That's the issue. I'm not seeing your faces. I can only see Oyinlade. And like I requested, I want faces. Please. Thank you. Please, if you're on any platform, please go on platform and tell them we are ready or we have started, something like that. Go on any platform, type we are ready, join the class now, something like that. Just go ahead and do that right now. Thank you, Techno. I'm waiting. Joseph, Augusta, Mary, where are down? We need our faces to show. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Some people are coming in and out. Some people came in and then they decided to go out again. Thank you, Oyinlade. Others, what are we doing? Nobody's doing anything. I'm asking them to do. People are just looking at me. Please go on your page or help you and tell them to come through. Please. All right. Thank you so far. So today, before I enter into the class, how many of us have attended this class before? You have been in this class before? Maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. Anybody? Can you wave your hands? Thank you. Oyinlade, were you in the class last week? Okay. Joseph, how about you? Is this your first class? Okay, it's like I'm reading your lips. Mary, is this your first class too? Can you nod your head yes or no? Mary, is this your first class? Not showing response. Okay, I'm not sure whether she's here or not. All right, so we're doing listening. One thing that I want to know about listening is that it can be, all right, yeah, it can be the simplest part and it can also be difficult. Sorry, let me leave this room. It's like this room. My son wants to distract me, so let me jump out of this to do that. And be able to have a class that is void of distraction. Escape. Okay. Yeah. I think I should be able to have some listening. Okay. That's right. Good. Good. You know what? The motivation I'm receiving from this class is 0 now. Or let me say 10%. I want to say that one of the key things that helps me to flow is when we are able to relate as a physical congregation and not an online congregation. If you are in a hall, one thing that is clear about being in a hall is that whoever is in that hall will see you. So right now, because I'm not seeing faces, it's giving me an impression that I'm only talking to fewer than are necessary. And that is demotivating psychologically. And I know most people have heard me say this before. It's not the first time I'm saying it. I want to see videos on. Please, if you look at me right now, just imagine that I'm teaching right now and then you cannot see my face. Just look at the picture you are seeing there. Just that alone, how motivated are you? No matter what I'm saying, you'll be struggling to connect with me. And the same thing applies to when I'm also trying to communicate. Please help me. That's what we motivated to. Beg our people to turn their video on. The focus is people should listen to what I'm trying to say. Don't think I'm just saying it. All right. I'm trying to harness all my energy, but I also need everybody to be on ground. That is the reason why we have a quorum. I like you to know this. If we are only four, and the four are on videos, my flow and projection will be different. I know you are listening to me, but I'm only saying for you to hear what you want to hear, or for you to hear correct things, show your face. Do you want to hear nonsense? Or do you want me to be struggling? I know you can listen, but don't listen to jargons. There's one part that you will listen and you feel like, yes, I'm in class. The other one that you listen and you're like, I beg, everything will come for today. You understand? So please show your face. Let's help each other to make this to be a worthwhile section. Please. Even if you cannot show your face, show something. Even if it is your wall, a fan or something, just show something. It doesn't have to be face, but the video should be on, please. Okay. I want to be at my bed. That's why I'm pleading like this. Okay. So I was talking about listening earlier. I like to know that listening for okay. So before I go into listening, let's just talk about international examination, international English language testing system. Of course, there are two sides, academic and general. But when it comes to listening, the same exam is given to the two parties. So it's not going to be different. What the academic candidate is going to face in the exam is similar to what the general candidate will face. So they have the same exams, okay? All right. Now, there are some very basic structures that must be on ground if you're going to do well in the listening test. Very basic. Number one, you must be able to listen. Now, what does it mean to listen? Listening doesn't mean hearing. Listening means hearing and concentrating. All right. Now, have you ever been in a conversation with somebody before, and the person was talking, and after the person finished talking, he said, "What did I just say?" And you said, "I don't know." Who has had that experience before? Like you are in talk with somebody, and then the next thing the person say, "Okay," I just stopped and said, "All right, what did I just say?" I say, "What did you just say?" I you are struggling. Who has had this before? Now, why is it that? Why is it so? Let me put Tochukwu. Now, can you tell us why is that so? Why is it that you all of a sudden did not pick the last thing that the person said, even though you were physically in front of the person and you were hearing the person, like hearing what he was saying?
maybe in such a case, I may have been absent-minded, so I was hearing, but I wasn't paying attention.
Your mind left the conversation, but your physical body was in the conversation. Yeah. So
Yes,
if you can write this down, write it down. All right. And if you have ever listened to me do a listening class, you never have had this thing before. And it's simply because I'm getting inspired. I can see faces. It's helping me. That's one thing I actually say to people. I may not do the same thing every time, but it depends on people I'm teaching. Some are just there, let's hear what you want to say. Some are there to really participate. Okay. So you hear with your body. You hear with your body. You concentrate with your mind. All right. So a deaf man cannot do listening test. You need your ear to be functioning well, but you also need your mind to function well. And the way your mind will function well is that you will need to concentrate. If you put the two at the scale of 100 to 100, how much percentage of listening do you need to pass the exam? 100%. Reason: one alphabet that is missed, can take you away from success. Please write it down. One alphabet that is missed can take you away from success. So if I ask somebody, what did I just say now? You'll be surprised that somebody did not hear me. Okay, let's do a test. Amalola, I'm promoting you. What did I just say? Unmute and talk. I accept my request and talk. Now that is listening versus concentration.
Yeah, I'm actually at work, sir.
I know. Did you hear what? I know you are looking at me physically now. So this is just a test of what I just said now. She's physically looking at me, but she wasn't able to pick my last statement.
Yeah,
So,
you said some people might be looking at and they won't pick what you're
yes,
saying.
that was 2 statements ago.
Okay, the last sentence was, can we do a test?
No.
I'm talking with you.
No. The third I said was that one alphabet of listening missed can make you fail a listening test. Did you hear that? Oh, the mind disappears. So write it down. I'm going to be focusing majorly on the mind, but I want to explain why you need to listen. Listening is important, 100%. In fact, listening is as important as your environment being silent. Do you get it now? Why are people disappearing again? Let's keep this thing going. If you know how much distracted this makes me, you probably pity me, I need you to help me. Please, can you kindly help me? I just like the things to be stable. Don't get me, because if I cut, the thing is you are delaying the flow. And what I'm supposed to say, I won't be able to finish everything. All right, please. Who can help me to, who can be my hype man for today? Yeah, you want to say something? You want to be my hype man today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please be my hype man. Maybe yes, maybe that will give me motivation. So I said that your hearing is important because one alphabet, for example, if the person said the cattle was arrested by the police officer. Now, if you miss A from that rested, what will it turn to?
Rested.
The cattle was what? Rested. Is that
Yes,
the
sir.
correct? Is that the correct statement?
No, sir.
So somebody that now, when they now said dash, the dash there was arrested, and you had rested, you now say the answer is not in the passage because you miss one alphabet. So that is how important listening is. 100% hearing. So what are the factors that determine your correct hearing? There are 3 factors. The first factor is environment. Your environment must be void of noise. Void of noise. If you have an environment that is void of noise, you will very much likely listen, you'll be able to hear properly. Environment must be void of noise. Secondly, the hearing faculty. Can everybody touch their ear like this? Touch your ear like this. Touch your. The hearing faculty must be working properly. The hearing faculty must be working properly. You must have a ear that is funny. Not that one will be half deaf, the other will be semi-deaf. You see, if you are going for a listening test, and you observe that you have a ear problem, it's better to go for an hearing aid or get a way to get your ear to be fixed. Because the exam, and of course, even in the questions and in the feelings, they will ask you whether you have any issues with your sense organs. If you have a ear problem, don't say, yeah, I'm fine. Feel that I have a ear problem. They'll be able to give you something that will amplify what you are about to hear, or they give you a special headset for you to be able to hear properly. Do you understand? So please don't
Yes,
don't cover up. If you probably discover that you have issues with your ear, let the examiner know, because they will probably help you to have a special trick to deal with that. Do you understand? Number
very
three,
well, sir.
which is the key part, is you must hear their accents. Now, I will do a very short test now. A very short test. Please, I'd like you to write down what you hear. I will just play a video of about 3 sentences. I think I'm hearing something from Easy. I have to mute him for now. So please just write down the things that you hear and put it on the chat so that I can read it out. Do you understand? Do you understand? You see, if you cannot hear, you cannot hear. Write this down. Write it down. If you cannot hear them, you cannot hear them. Don't form it. And if you discover that you cannot hear them, it's better to find a way to learn how to hear them. And let me tell you something that is shocking. When you when I went to the UK for the first time, that was 2006, 2007. I went to a particular place called Salvation Army Church. I was talking to one of the staff there. I said, I'm Nigerian. I want to know about. He said, I was trying to do myself in a way that will show that I can twist my tongue. You understand? So, I'm Nigerian. I want to show you how to say. What did you say? Are you Nigerian? Like, he knows that's a Nigerian form. So basically, you cannot pretend their accent. Do you understand? And their accent is not rumble words. There are 2 things about the British accent. 2 things. Number 1, they are fast. You understand? They are fast. So they are able to articulate their words very fast. Do you know why they are fast? Who knows why they are fast? Who can tell me? Can you pick that? Do you know why they are fast? Okay. Let me turn it over. How is there anyone that is a Yoruba speaker here, that you are Yoruba indigenous, you are born and bred in Yoruba land? Anybody like that here? Oh, anybody from Igbo, born and bred in Igbo land? Who you answer? Okay. Now, if you're going to speak in Yoruba, something like I want to sleep, Do you have to think a lot before you say it? Can you say it very fast without missing words? Why? Is it not a magic? So who can tell me, why can you speak your own local language very fast without making a mistake? Can somebody tell me? Can you wave your hands? Because I want to try and help you understand why they speak fast. So that you will not say it is their problem. Why can you speak your local language very fast without making a mistake? Wave your hands if you can tell me. All right, let me pick Omolola. So you make up for the last question you did not answer. She wants to show that she's here. That's good.
Yeah, because you are used to the language already, and it's part and parcel already. You are used to it.
It's your cultural language.
Yes.
So you don't have a problem with it. All right. Now, if you now speak fast and I'm now angry with you because I'm not from your culture, is it not a source of concern for you? That what's wrong with him? Why is he angry with me? I mean, you understand what I mean? So that is the way they feel when you get irritated at their normal conversation, their normal communication. They feel like, don't you understand that this is my normal culture? That's number one. The second thing about their language, which is also common to different culture, is that they speak with their tongue. So if you can speak with your tongue, you will likely speak like them. But it is not something that you can do. You can do and get right away. For example, can I give an example? I want to call R. The way I will call R is not the way they call R. They call R, R, R. They just raise their tongue, R. So you think it's R. All right? So that is why you have A, they call their own R, R. Like you are saying R. R for apple. You get the point now? So if I say spell your name, and maybe your name is Roland. When you say har, they say, what do you mean? Har. What are you saying? Har. What they say, that's it. Not her. So they just raise their tongue. So if you can raise your tongue quite a lot, you probably will be able to speak like them. And they don't say water, like we think, water. It is who that are saying water. They call it water because the R is like water. You get it now? And that's just a few little, so they speak with their tongue and they speak fast. But because IELTS is international English, they now speak a little bit slowly. Does that make sense? So they don't speak as fast as they usually speak. And that's the reason why even after you pass IELTS, if you get to a British community, you will still struggle to hear them because their real speech, which is the first one, you may not be able to pick it as though you picked it during the exam. So let me try and play a video. I'm going to do TED.com for you now. TED.com. I'm going to do a video for you. And I'd like you to just watch me as I try to get you to see a few ways that they speak. This will actually help it will interest you a little bit. All right. I mistakenly stopped the video. So I'm going to come back now. Sorry about that. TED.com. So I'll just play a video now. Okay, so can you all hear me? Okay. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Just type yes if you can hear me. Just type yes or you can say yes. Okay. So please, what you want to do now is that you want to try and jot down what you can hear. All right? Are you together? Are you ready? I said that. So who can remind me before I go? Who can remind me the two things about their speech, their language? Who can tell me? Sarah, can you try? Or Moots? Two things about the way they speak. Was can you try to answer?
Yeah, you said they talk very fast and they talk with their
They talk with
tongue.
their tongue. All right, so let's go. Thank you. Let's go now. Wait. So I want to understand what you are saying. Is it that you cannot hear what the video is saying at all, or you're not able to pick the words that the person is saying? Which of the two? Is it that you maybe everything was just smooth, like nothing was making it, no audio sound? Oh, no audio sound at all. Okay, let's try again. No audio sound again. Are we hearing the audio sound? Ibukun, can you hear any audio sound?
No, sir. Probably you didn't activate the sound while sharing your screen.
I activated it too. Okay, no worries. Let's try another one. Activated it. I don't know why it's not making sound.
Shots listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear.
Can we hear now?
There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only.
Can we hear
The
now?
test is in 4 parts. At the end of the
So can we hear now? I don't know if anybody. Okay. So did you hear that last one? You can hear. Then what is happening? Why come you cannot hear? Say those come. Can we hear now? Can we hear now? Okay. All right. Okay. So I was trying to play. I will try and send out that video to you. I was trying to play a video for you to know how fast they can be. But more importantly, this is the secret to hear them. Number 1, don't be hesitant about hearing them. Don't make it a big deal. Just be yourself. Number 2, be calculative with hearing them. Try and be spontaneously picking where they are likely going to end that conversation. Be very calculative about hearing them. That will help you to be able to fine-tune a bit of like guess. Let me use the word guess. Are you following me now? Very important. Calculative about hearing them. So now, one thing that I want you to know is that your hearing capacity improves as you continue hearing. You may not get everything at the beginning, but the more you hear, the better you become. So at least averagely to start with, if you have not done anything before, 2 times per week is better. I listening before then. Maybe after like 2 or 3 weeks, you can now do one time per week. And it must be every single day. Are you with me? So let me move to the other one aspect, which is the area of the mind, concentration. Now, the mind plays a major role in your listening. And if your mind is not connected to your head or to your area of learning, there will be gaps. How do you keep your mind accurate? Number 1, sleep. What do I say? Now, one thing that helps your IELTS to be the best when it comes to IELTS is that your mind is not under any form of pressure. Sleep. Intentionally sleep. Number 2, spend time to pray. You see, prayer makes your mind free. Whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, there's a way that prayer helps your mind to be free, especially when it comes to religious activity. And number 3, practice in the night or when nobody is at home. Practice in the night or when nobody is at home. And then the last one, master the answers before the conversation starts. Master the answer and the location before the conversation starts. Try to master the answer before the conversation. Are we together? So go through the questions once you say start. Go through it. Master it. Find out things about the question. Go through it. Master it before you pick your choice. Is that okay? By so doing, your listening and your reading will be just opposed together. Is that okay? So I'm going to ask if anybody has a question, and I would like to ask the question as well. I know you should have a question because they're very short class, but I want to ask a question and be free. Let's do some answer some question and answer stuff. Please feel free. Okay, if anyone wants to ask a question. No, she came late too. Okay, go on.
Please, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Please, I want to know where they said not more than 2 questions or not more than 3 questions.
Yes.
And the answer is, in the answer they wrote 2, but you pick only 1. Would they still fail you? Or when they write 1, you wrote 2? I just want to know.
That one that you pick, is it the complete sentence or you have to reform it?
Like you pick the complete sentence?
Yes.
And in the case that maybe you pick 2 answers and the answer is 1.
It's 0.
Eh?
You can't pick 2 answers. You can't pick 2 answers and you can't pick 0 answer. You have to pick 1. But you must pick the right one.
What I'm saying, like they said, pick not more than 2 answers.
Then you write, answers.
Let me say the answer is aeroplane. Then you put an, because they mention and would they still fail you?
One word or 2 and you put one that is seemingly clear. Then you just put,
Eh?
They said 1 word only. You now put 2.
They put 2 words, not more than 2 words.
Then you have 2 words exactly, not more than 2 words.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I've seen some questions where maybe the answer they wrote only aeroplane, but it's 2 words. Now you put an aeroplane.
So you answer based on that. You make it 2 words based on the question.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any other question? All right. Let me move. Is that Oyinlade right? All right. Go on, answer a question.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. You talked about mastering the answer and location before the conversation starts. How do you go about that?
All you need to do is just make sure that you have underlined the keyword in the question while they are calling out the question. Once they start the drama conversation, stop every form of interaction with the sentence and go straight to the question. Does that make sense?
No, I didn't get that.
So when I say mark, what I mean is that mark the keywords in the question. All right? Mark the keywords in the question.
Yeah.
Whenever you now see that they are going to enter, because they will read through they will read through the conversation in the question, just to make you not to, just to like clarify the question. They will give you specific guidelines at the beginning. So when you receive the question, you pick that guideline. You don't read it. You go straight to start reading the questions. So that by the time you start reading the questions, by the time they get to a point, they now say, now turn to question 1. At that point, you now stop reading. So that when you stop reading, that means that you are ready for to answer the question. But you must have digested enough keywords before you get to that point. I don't know if you get what I just said now.
Okay, let me just say the way I understand.
Okay.
There'll be few times they would have given, maybe they say turn to section 2. Then look, you are to answer question 1 to 6. So reading through 1 to 6 before the conversation really starts.
Yes, to underline the keywords. And once they say now turn to question 1, you stop wherever you are and you focus on question 1. But at that time, you must have picked the keywords from the first sentence up onto the 6th, 10th, or 12th, or 20th sentence.
Okay, just like in the aspect of reading, how you pick the keywords.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And anytime you have space, when I say space, I mean when they tell you you have so minutes to check your work.
Yeah.
Or you have so minutes to correct your answers. Go on and continue to master the keywords.
Okay. That thing you just said, is it wrong if you are writing your answers directly to your answer sheets, or you have to put them on the question papers before you
Just
underline
it.
On your answer sheets?
In your question paper.
Question paper.
Oh. That's
Okay,
why it's good for you to print out your work so I can underline it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Joseph is asking a question, I believe. You can unmute. Go on. So, unmute. I'm asking to unmute now.
Okay. Yes, my question is similar to what the last speaker said. I think I'm not getting it right. I'm not understanding it because I don't even have the idea of how the exam is. I've not started, I've not practicalized it. So I'm trying to picture what you mean by master the answer or underline the keywords. Now in your question paper.
Master the question.
Okay, master the question.
The conversation begins. Master the question.
Okay, we have to read the questions
Master
first.
The question before the conversation begins. Now, the conversation is not what they say before. No, there's what they call preamble. This is I had so and so and so from Kim, so and so and so. Cambridge, you have 2-4, and they not tell you the story. But don't answer them. Keep on mastering the question. Master the question. Master the question like this.
So why they are saying all those things, just forget what they are saying, then concentrate on the questions before the conversation, the actual conversation starts. So you use that few minutes so you have to get abreast with some important details in the question. So when the conversation starts, your mind will be focused on.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah. So do you have any other question? It may not be reading, it may be everything, it may not be anything. Please, it's time for you to ask. Okay. Go ahead, Anamut.
Please, concerning general writing, like the task 1 letter writing, please, can you throw light on it?
Which
like
light on?
How you close there? That one there, do you have to put address, all those things? How do you tackle it? Let me say they tell you to write to a friend, then explaining an article that you bought, how it is, and recommend it to a friend to buy.
So I'm teaching everything about writing as well. I want to know what's happening. I asked him to teach everything about it now because you're asking me to just tell you how to answer it. Ask me to teach everything about right as well.
No, just throw light how to start, like that letter. How do
you say hello in your introduction, and then body 1, body 2 conclusion. That's it.
Okay.
Hello.
Then in conclusion, is it do you have to put yours faithfully, or how do you close it? It's a letter.
Dear sir, is your beginning, or dear friend, or I, or hello for a formal letter. Conclusion. Yours sincerely, yours ever, cheers.
Okay.
One not formal.
Okay.
But if it's not your friend, use yours faithfully.
Okay.
So let me show you something quickly about this class. 1 minute, let me clear. So this class runs 1 minute, please. What is this one, Sha? No, it's not. It's not. This class runs every Friday, 2 p.m. YouTube also carries it. And Saturday, 5 a.m. for our reading conference. If you want this particular link, I've sent it to all the groups afresh. If you want them, please let me know. I can send it to you directly. Okay? Let me see, maybe I should say it. So that's it. So our next class is tomorrow by 5 a.m. for reading conference. How many of you enjoy the reading conference? I want to ask a practical question. If your reading has improved based on reading conference, can you tell me what has changed so far? What do you see that has changed about your reading so far? Is it just the same? Or it has changed? So who wants to start first? Can you wave your hands? So it's testimony time. Can you wave your hands? Nobody wants to testify again. No? Who is sharing testimony first, though? Okay. I want to have testimony.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It seems as I Mr. Ibuku, I'm the one of the old students here.
You said what again?
I said, as I Mr. Ibuku, it seems I'm the only old student here. So
No,
maybe
Mr. about it. Mr. Ibuku, that's about your IELTS exam.
yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
So about the reading test, I think the reading class rather, the method of allowing us do it before we discuss is really helping. Then one technique you talked about, those places that their answers are simultaneous and you can easily pick to buy time is really helping. Because from onset I've been trying not to work with 1 hour, 15 minutes. And most times I get through within that 15 minutes. Even yesterday I did one that even before 15 minutes, I was through and I had over 30. So it's really helping.
Wow, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Ibukun, please tell us about your exam. Ibukun is our media officer for Mexican Academy.
Yeah.
Before you joined the academy, you wrote the exam once. So when he became the middle of the academy, he was an unofficial student. So, Ma,
Good afternoon, everyone.
Absolutely.
good afternoon. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so actually, in the tactics and strategy actually helped you a lot because before I came across the strategy and tips about reading, I was spending more than 1 hour, and I still have belated it. But there was a class, I think that was actually where the book came from when Mr. Steven mentioned the type of reading, skimming, scanning, and another one that I mentioned. So I had to start timing myself. Section 1, I will use 15 minutes on section 1. Section 2, 15 minutes. Section 3, 15 minutes. So even if there's like an overlap, I will spend 20 minutes on section 3. So that will give me like 5 to 10 minutes to still go through my questions. And when I started using that method, I could finish within 15 minutes and I was able to go through my work and I was recording 30, 32, 34. And one thing I found out again while reading is you are not meant to actually understand the comprehension. You are meant to pick out your answers and be done with it. But that was the first mistake I made in my first attempt. I was trying to understand the comprehension. But I think I was unable to answer specific questions. And that's what I didn't finish everything. So one thing I found out is when you read the comprehension by scanning and skimming, your mind is intelligent. Your mind knows where the answer is, but you might not know. So when you go back to the question, you read the question.
Try again. That's Rema. Rema. Rewind. He said something about the mind. You see, before he talks, let me tell something about IELTS. Yeah. Who attended my seminar last week?
I attended half.
Half my seminar. Did it help? Or is it helping?
It's helping.
No, but only you attended. Favor. Which you attend my seminar?
I've forgotten, sir. I don't think I.
Because I've done 2 my seminars for IELTS. Yeah, so IELTS has my seminar involved. And the reason why it has my seminar involved is because your mind is the instrument. Your mind is the instrument of success.
And I'm affected by this. Always carried away. When I'm listening to something, my mind will just carry me to where I don't know.
That's the reason why I said somebody's ear can be very loud and good, no problem with your ear faculty of hearing. All right. And you will still not be in the exam hall because the next time they are talking about number 22, you are inside the kitchen cooking, right?
That's me.
Now mention, you not say, okay, let me come back to the exam. Yeah, number 35. And okay. Meanwhile, in IELTS, you're supposed to be pursued. One of the things I didn't talk about today is that in IELTS, you're supposed to be pursued, not to be pursuing. If you are pursuing the examiner or the conversation, you will fail. But if they pursue you in the conversation, you will pass. That's the reason why I said, understand the question so that you can stay ahead. You know what they are going to say. You understand? So talk about that mind intelligence again, because I want to frame that word. Okay. I'm trying to run for my son because the guy, we have running a task at new lamps. You will not allow somebody to. Okay, so go on. Okay, let me unmute him. All right, go on. Yeah, you can unmute.
Okay, sir. So because the first fear that feel everybody should overcome is how bogus the compression passage is. So once you overcome that fear, just quickly scan through. Once you scan through, underline your keywords, or maybe when it comes to names. But one thing I do is after I name your strategy and your skills, you stick with them. You read your question. Then if it's a naming, probably you're naming somebody's name and establishment or impact that person has. Then when you do the compression, you have to underline the name straight off. So that you have to read the compression 2 times. You have to go through it once. Then you highlight the keywords, the name, year, or notable achievement, anything that is related to that, you highlight it. But when you go back to your questions, you know when you are reading your questions, you know where the answer is in the passage. Then you quickly pick it. But I had a challenge with yes, no, not giving, true, false, not giving. And while I was preparing for my exam, I found out that once you know your weakness, you quickly work on your weakness. So then I noted that I was having issues with true, not giving, yes, no, not giving. I had to create time and work on it. Because, and funnily enough, my actual exam, I think I had like 8 questions under that. Yes, no, not giving, true, false, not giving. So you have to focus.
8 questions on yes or not given.
Yeah, I shall be.
Then there was something I observed about listening. There was this part where you can see they are reading, there are 2 conversations, then you have like 8 options, then there'll be like an heading. So you have to attach the heading to another information. Like you have like 8 options, then there'll be like 5 questions. You have to attach the heading to a particular.
Yeah.
I sincerely, I don't think I've come across such questions before, but when I was practicing and I came across such questions that I didn't do well at all. I was like 1/5, 2/5, and I had to pay attention to it. And when I got to the examination hall, I had 10 of that question under my list.
Wow. It's like you're scaring people.
Because and I have to say again, you have to practice. Things that we're going to do here, you have to practice.
What you love?
And get accustomed to the question side. Because you can never say the other question side on your exam. So once you know that you are weak in a particular area, work on that weakness and
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was for me.
Can you share your results? Share your results. Tell us what you. Tell us your results.
Okay, so my listening I had 7.5, reading 7.5, writing 6.5, then speaking 7.0.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
You didn't even clap for him.
Congratulations. So
he's fine. It's okay. You don't even need to say anything. The young man has passed, and all of us will also share a testimony like that.
amen.
You know, what I want you to know is that when dealing with I, don't rush yourself. Don't be under pressure. Find out your strengths. Find out your weakness. Master your weakness and nurse your strength. If you need a teacher, don't be proud. That's all. Me, I was proud for 5 sittings. Writing was a problem. I needed an evaluator, but I refused to go for one until the 5th sitting. That one I now passed. So I went to meet a teacher who taught me, and I passed for writing. But I was doing well in reading and every other thing. Okay? So we are starting another sponsorship section tomorrow, May, June. It's a session that runs for 5 weeks, and you spend 8K for that 5 weeks. This is the flyer. I think I've shared it around, but in case you have not seen it, this is the flyer. Sorry, can you see this flyer?
Yes, sir.
Can you see it? So, what the special class means that if you do well with the mock test, you'll be rewarded with some money. Okay? If you are able to pass the mock test without any restriction, you get 50K. So just add that one to your IELTS money. So please, if you need to invite a friend to attend this, please kindly use the stuff on the platform and invite a friend. Every Saturday, we meet. Some people are about to attend the class like 3 or 4 times. They were there in February, March. They were there in April, whatever. They still want to attend the next one. All right. So please, that is on that. Then currently, if you have passed your CBT, don't wait. Travel.
I want to leave. Let me go and prepare for work. Thank you.
You're muted, sir.
Sorry, I had 2 calls and one from workplace. I'm sorry. But can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Can you hear you now?
Okay, sorry for that. So what I was saying is that you have passed your CBT. Please do not wait for a job to come and meet you. Go and meet the job in the UK. Go ahead and pass your IELTS. Pass your OSCE, get a job and start working. Do you hear me? It is going to be a waste of time for you to sit down and be waiting for a job. People have been waiting for years. Nothing happened. So, and of course, we run that. If you probably will need any assignment with that, let us know. So thank you, everyone. We meet tomorrow by 5 a.m. for our free reading conference. Don't miss it. Bye-bye.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sorry for not inviting you for the apple. If I throw it, it will get downstairs. It won't go beyond the phone. Thank you very much.